Next concept now. Decimal expansion of rational numbers is either terminating, or if non-terminating, it is repeating. This we have studied in our 9th standard. Okay, decimal expansion of all the rational numbers will either terminate, or if it is non-terminating, it is repeating or recurring. Example: 3.5 is a rational number, 7.272727 and so on is a rational number, 3.142857 Can you see the repetition? That is also a rational number. 25 is a rational number because 25 can also be written as 25 upon 1. So all these are rational numbers. Okay, and the decimal, if I want to write 25 as a decimal number, it will be 25.0. It terminates. So decimal expansion of all the rational numbers are either terminating, or if they are non-terminating, then they are repeating or recurring. Terminating decimal expansion. Let us understand this properly. 3.5 can be expressed as P upon Q. It can be written as 35 upon 10. If you multiply up and down by numerator and denominator by 10, you will get 35 upon 10. So 3.5 is nothing but 35 upon 10. Now can I write this denominator 10 as 2 into 5? 2 5s are 10. So 35 upon 2 into 5. Right? The next number, 47.1245. How many digits are there after decimal point? 4 digits after the decimal point, right? So what we will do, we will multiply by that number which has got 4 zeros in it. That is 10,000. So if I multiply this number by 10,000 in the numerator and 10,000 in the denominator, what I get, it is 471245 upon 10,000 I will get. Correct? No? So now let us write this 10,000 as 2 into 5 in the powers of 2 and 5, right? Now 10,000, how many zeros are there? If you count, 4 zeros are there. Means it is 10 raised to 4. 10 raised to 4. 10 can be written as 2 into 5. So it is 2 into 5 the whole raised to 4. So the numerator as it is 471245 upon 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4, because 10,000 is nothing but 10 raised to 4. 10 is 2 into 5. So 2 into 5 the whole raised to 4 is nothing but 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4. The next number, 0.222. How many digits after the decimal point? 3 digits. So since 3 digits are there after decimal point, we will multiply by that number which has got 3 zeros in it. Which number has got 3 zeros? 1000. So if you multiply and divide by 1000, this number, you will get it as 222 upon 1000. Now can I write this 1000 in the power of 10? 1000 is nothing but 10 raised to 3. 3 zeros are there, so 10 raised to 3. But that 10 can be written as 2 into 5. So 10 raised to 3 is nothing but what? 2 into 5 the whole raised to 3. And 2 into 5 the whole raised to 3 is nothing but what? 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 3. They just look at the denominator. Numerator is 2 to 2 only. 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 3. Now if you see all these 3 lines, all these 3 fractions, all the 3 rational numbers, if you see, the first number 2 into 5. The second number 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4. The third number 2 cube into 5 cube. What do you understand by all this? These are rational numbers, means they have got either terminating decimal expansion or recurring decimal expansion. But if you see all the 3 rational numbers, you look at the denominator, all the denominators are in the form of 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m. The powers may not be same. It can be 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m. All the denominators. Correct? No. So what we can conclude, a decimal expansion that terminates when expressed in the form of P upon Q, then the prime factorization of the denominator Q is of the form 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m. Just remember this statement. If the denominator is in the form of 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m, then that decimal expansion will terminate. Okay. Keeping this idea in our mind, let us do the next sum. Exercise 1.4, question number 1. Without actually performing the long division, state whether the following rational numbers will have terminating decimal expansion or non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. What it is going to have. Okay, because if it is a rational number, then decimal expansion is either terminating or it is non-terminating. Non-terminating means it is repeating, right? So without performing division, we have to conclude whether it has got a terminating expansion, decimal expansion, or a repeating decimal expansion, right? The first question, 13 upon 3125. This is a rational number. So either the decimal expansion is going to be terminating or repeating. But without dividing it, actually, we have to say what it is, whether it is terminating or repeating decimal expansion. So what we will do, 13 upon 3125, we will factorize this denominator, that is 3125. So let us take this 3125 to our working column and factorize it. Do a prime factorization of it. 3125 divisible by 5. So 5 625s are 3125. Again divisible by 5. 5 125s are 5. Again divisible by 5. 5 25s are. Again 5 5s are. And last is 5 1s are. So how many 5s we have? If you count them, there are 5 5s. Okay. So 13 upon, this can be written 3125 can be written in the power of 5. Okay. How many 5s are there? 5 5s. So it will be 5 raised to 5. Correct. Now this 13 upon 5 raised to 5 we have. Okay. 13 upon 5 raised to 5 can also be written as 5 raised to 5 can also be written as 2 raised to 0 into 5 raised to 5, because anything raised to 0 is 1 only. So 2 raised to 0 means 1. 1 into 5 raised to 5 as it is. The denominator is as it is. We did not change at all because 2 raised to 0 is 1 only. Since the denominator is in the form of 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m, so what is our conclusion? What conclusion can we draw? So 13 upon 3125 has terminating decimal expansion because the denominator is in the form of 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m. Right? The next question, second question, 17 upon 8. If you take up this question, let us take 8 to our working column and factorize to the prime factorization of 8. So 17 upon 8, right? Factorize 8. So 8 2 4s are 8 and 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So 8 can be written as what? There are 3 2s, so we can write it as 2 into 2 into 2. So 17 upon, what do we get? 8 can be written as 2 cube, right? Again, this 2 cube can also be written as 17 upon 2 cube can also be written as 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 0. 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 0. Because 5 raised to 0 is 1 only. Anything raised to 0 is 1. So 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 0 means 2 raised to 3 only. So we did not change the denominator. Since the denominator is in the form of 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m, what can we conclude? We can conclude that 17 upon 8 has terminating decimal expansion.